What's up, guys? My name's Noah. I make music as Haterade, and this is Sounds Good. We're continuing our exploration of the Phonk genre through this month, prepping up for Night Phonk, our new sample pack coming out. And today we're making a remix. We're remixing Nuck If You Buck from Crime Mob. I'm going to take you guys through everything that I did, all the individual pieces, and then we're going to listen to the whole thing all at once at the end. And don't forget, too, guys, if you guys want a free Phonk cowbell generator for Ableton, there's a link in the description where you can download it for free. So let's get into this tune. So obviously we had to start with the acapella. So I grabbed the acapella from YouTube and I processed it a little bit using Pro Q3. I basically did a really harsh bandpass to make it sound like a telephone. That's a pretty common staple in Phonk music. Sounds like this. Basically, all I did is add a little bit of compression and some doubling to give it a little bit extra flavor. Next, we came in, added some ambiance. Push these way back in the mix. I don't want these things to be really apparent, so they're tucked way in the back. They're more of accent pieces rather than anything. I don't want to draw too much attention to them. I want them just to give the mix a little bit of depth. And up here, we have the main melody from the original, just with a Phonk cowbell sound. And then we have a Reese bass down here. Just giving us that ambiance there. Then we have, we just have a hi-hat loop. This goes throughout most of the track here. Then leading into the slight build-up before the drop, we have this little sweep and impact here. Probably bring that down a little bit. Then we have this long sweep. And this riser. We got to have the guncock sound. So then getting into the main beat, we have our kick and snare. They sound like this. And we have a couple of fills here. There's tom fill. Then I added this percussion loop in here. So all the drums together, they sound like this. So here in the drop, we have our main Reese bass, which is different from the one in the intro. It's a little bit more powerful. This one's heavily low pass. We've got most of the highs cut out, and I added a kick tight on here. Something I did differently that most people don't do is I enabled the MIDI from and pulled the MIDI from this channel, and I fed it into kick tight, which will follow the notes of the MIDI pattern as it changes. So then we have our main Phonk cowbell sounds. I used two different Phonk cowbell samples. So I have basically the same melody there, just a little bit different, changed it up slightly. Got this little cool FM bass here. And I've got these accent vocals here. Again, just to add a little bit of extra depth to the mix there. I've got this church bell sound, combined with a brass stab. Mind you want to keep in mind that lots of this stuff has reverb on it, like lots and lots of reverb. You want to make the track feel a little bit more spacey, add your reverb. Most of it's going to ascend as well, and if you're unfamiliar with what that is, it's just a return track down here. So this is an effect running in parallel. So rather than applying the effect directly to the signal, we're sending that signal down to this channel, running it through the reverb, so it's playing the dry signal and the reverb signal at the same time. Lastly, just for the effects here, we've got our white noise crash and a sweep. And that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot of detail in Phonk music, just a couple of key points mixed properly with run through a lot of distortion on the master. You'll hear that in a second. And if you guys want to learn a little bit more about how to make Phonk music, go check out the video I made a couple of weeks ago. All right, here's the remix in its entirety.